Today I'm going to be ranking the best camos inside of COD history. So how this is going to work is if there's multiple variations of the same camo, I'm going to be ranking the best variation. A good example of this is the Black Ops 1 gold camo. BO1 gold, that is for every single gold camo ever. I believe it to be the best gold camo ever created just because of the shine that comes off of the gun and how much of the gun it actually covers. The game might not have had the best graphics, but the gold camo is absolutely insane. And I think it is, without being too flashy, the cleanest camo to ever come out. And for that reason, it's going straight up into S tier, the absolute best. Put your opinions in the comment section. Heading into BO2, there were some camos that you could actually buy. These camos did look pretty good. I'll flash them on screen here. Most of them were pretty clean. I am going to put them into the good section. Here's what I did. I took a few of them out and we're going to rate those different. First of all, what came with this was Afterlife. I think was absolutely amazing. They did redo it inside of BO4, so we're ranking that in combination. Looks very nice. I'm putting that in amazing. Now another one that was in this group was Paladin. It actually looks very good. I do not think that it is up there in amazing, but I think it is better than most of the BO2 viable camos. And the same thing with Drag. They did a very good job of accentuating the scales and the texture of dragon scales, and I actually think it looks very nice. Again, above the BO2 buys, but not quite up into amazing. You notice I did not mention BO2 Diamond in this list. I would have completely mentioned BO2 Diamond if it weren't for one other game's Diamond that absolutely blew anything else out of the water. And that's going to have to be BO4 Diamond, going up into S tier, even above Gold. For the reason that it looks absolutely insane by itself, but the thing is, it does actually have a reactive side. And that is the main reason it is up in the absolute best, and the main reason it's on the thumbnail. The rainbow and different colors of this camo, paired with the graphics of BO4, just make it one of the best camos in the game. And I think it is probably my favorite camo inside of the entire COD history. BO4 had a lot of skins for guns, especially inside of the black market. So the BO4 black market generally was very good. It's hard to say. Some of the camos in the mastery are extremely good, all the way up into S. Some of them I would go as low as bad, and most of them honestly are between good and bad. So I think I'm gonna have to put it very top of good for most of the black market camos. I'll flash a couple on screen, but I think a standout one in the black market is actually Plasma Drive, and I think that it is probably the best Black Ops 4 black market camo, just because of the different colors that it has. The reflection, the clean texture, paired with the graphics again, are going to boost it all the way up into S tier. Let's go back to BO3 for a second. One of those being Dark Matter. I don't need to say anything about it. It's just a great camo, the staple for a mastery camo nowadays, and it looks amazing. And would be the best Dark Matter on this list if it hadn't been for the Black Ops 4 Dark Matter. Blew it out of the water. It has spikes on it. It's a reactive changing camo again. Dark red and black version of it I think just looks so much better than BO3, but I know people that definitely would put BO3 above that. Now there are a couple camos that I thought were worth mentioning inside of BO3. Cherry Fizz. I run this all the time. It's one of the cleanest I think ever, and probably my favorite non-mastery Black Ops 3 camo. Leaving Cosmic to come behind that, looking very nice. Cosmic I'm going to drop down to amazing. Cosmic is not on the level of Cherry Fizz, to be honest. Generally, the reactive camos I have this category here are amazing. I put Cosmic a little bit above it just because it's a standout from the rest, and these ones are kind of generic colors. But generally, they are very good. The question is, do I drop them down to good or keep them at amazing? I think I drop them down to good, because the general reactive camos are not including Cosmic, not including Cherry Fizz, and not including Into the Void. Into the Void is another one. I keep changing this, I'll get the final list, but I think that it's even better than Plasma Drive, maybe? I think Fizz is definitely better. Flowberry Fizz is better than Plasma Drive. Into the Void, I'll put a little bit behind. Very clean once again. The Storm camo, I'm putting in amazing. So I don't know if we're going to get a bad camo. Okay, going back to BO4, I did forget one camo. And that is Soul Eater. Kind of on par with Into the Void. Could battle it out a little bit, but I'm going to put it right behind Into the Void. I don't know. The S tier is getting a little bit crowded, and I don't know if I like that. I think I'm actually going to drop down Into the Void and Soul Eater into amazing. I think Into the Void is a great camo. Do I think it's on par with BO4 Diamond? No. Cherry Fizz? No. Not at all. I think it's in top of amazing, and so is Soul Eater. They're basically the same camo, with Soul Eater having a couple more styles. So for that reason, I'm going to put it above. So the styles and colors of Soul Eater. The Black Ops 3 Galaxy or Universe camo that I believe was unreleased. I'm going to go ahead and put it in right above Cosmic. Right there. Not going to talk too much on this one. Just because I believe it's unreleased. That's basically it. It's another version of Cosmic, I would say, that's a tiny bit better just because of the colors and Galaxy Note 9 type camo, just putting it a little bit above Cosmic. Next up, I think honestly we have Modern Warfare 2019. I did include Platinum because it's different than Diamond, but do I think that it's a good camo? Not really. It is very clean. I'll give it that, but the thing is it just looks like silver. That's about it. I might even put bad down here and put average right here. That changes the list a lot, actually. Hold up. BO2 buys would go in average. Dragon would go in average. I think Paladin's good. BO4 Black Market's good. All of these are good. Storm I would put down to good. Damascus. Sorry, my bad. It won't happen again. So, Modern Warfare 3, or Modern Warfare 2019 Damascus is kind of a weird one. On one hand, it's a great camo. On the other hand, it's kind of overrated by me and my friend group just because of the challenge that came along with it. Mastery camos are like that a lot. Damascus, if it was just a buyable camo from the shop, honestly would not be that special. Some pictures it looks amazing, some pictures it doesn't. But honestly, I think it deserves a spot. Or even just above Paladin. BO4 Black Markets are... No, they're not better on average. We're putting that right here. We're on to Black Ops Cold War. And a gun skin that I did not like very much whatsoever. DM Ultra is an interesting one. Is it better than Damascus? Definitely. I don't know if I would put it above Cosmic. For the sole reason that, like, look at this. What is this? This is not what you want in a camo. Maybe, sure, it's not the camo's fault, but it's not on the mag. Okay, that's fine. It's not on the sight. Okay, that's fine. But half the entire gun does not have any color whatsoever. Half of, like, there's more parts of this gun without any design on it than have the dark matter design. And look at here. Sure, it's cool. It moves. It's just purple. It's basically purple. That's almost it. Now, comparing this to Dark Aether in Cold War. The Dark Aether Cold War camo, again, does not cover most of the gun, but it is so much better than whatever DM Ultra was. The detail alone boosts it above, makes it so much better, in my opinion. So, with that being said, I think DM Ultra goes... It's not amazing. I think it goes top of good, maybe. Hot take maybe, but I'll say it. Cosmic looks better than DM Ultra. So does Universe. So does Into the Void. So does Soul Eater. And Afterlife. Paired with the fact that it's been done before. But Dark Aether honestly looks the same as BO3. This is BO3 Dark Matter. That's Dark Aether. It's like basically the same thing. You know what? Dark Aether isn't even on this list anymore. It's going way... And what we're on to not even should be on this list anymore. We have the general mastery camos. So when you say mastery camos, you think of like, oh, diamond, gold, dark matter, stuff like that. But what about the camo that you get for 50 headshots? Bad. Immediately bad. Immediately bad. Some of them borderline actually ugly. I don't think there will be a camo in here that is actually ugly. But like, if there was to be something, I would put the generic woodland, like, 50 long shots camos. Easily bad. Easily bad. We'll get that out of the way. Orion camo is another interesting one. On paper, it's like insane. On paper, it's a galaxy. In the game, though, okay, I'm a bit wrong. It does move. It's not very fast, but like, is it really that good? There's almost no glow to it. It just, it's kind of disappointing. Coming from where dark matters have been, it's kind of disappointing. So I'm gonna put it right at on par with DM Ultra. Now changing gears a little bit, we have Infinite Warfare with the Black Sky camo. But the Black Sky camo is barely different than BO3 Dark Matter, but I think it is just because it actually looks like a sky. Just because of the whites inside of it. Black Sky is gonna go right here. No, it's better than Into the Void. It's amazing. It's an amazing camo. It's better than Into Void, I think. Solar, on the other hand, it was okay. It wasn't all that. The Infinite Warfare Solar camo, here's the thing. It ended up looking just like cheese. And I get that it's supposed to look like the sun, but it honestly just looks like cheese. But if you actually see the sun in it, then it's okay. It's not bad. Do I think it's better than Cosmic or Universe or anything like? No, it's basically just a moving yellow camo, which I think is actually worse than DM Ultra and Orion. Right about in good. Right about in good territory is where I think that goes. Generally, the Infinite Warfare camos aren't all that great, and I would put them in the top of average. And same with, I think, anodized. Generally, the Infinite Warfare camos are okay. I think they're probably better than Paladin, but not than BO4 Black Market. Are they outstanding by any means? No, they're good. I would run them. It makes sense. The colors pop. Graphics are good. Shiny. Very nice. Nothing that we haven't seen before, though. And same with anodized. It's a very niche camo, I would say, and if you like it, you like it. If you like it, it'd be maybe an amazing for you. Do I think it's better than BO4 Black Market? No. I honestly think that Damascus is better than it, but that's just me. Vanguard Atomic. Atomic is a weird one because it's basically Orion. It's basically Orion's like little brother if they were colorblind and were absolutely geeked. Then that's Atomic. So I'd have to put it right above anodized, because it's basically the same thing. Geeked. Vanguard Aether, I'd want to put worse. I'd put average, if anything. Top of average. It's not great. It's like a camo that you would just buy. It's not a great gun skin. It's kind of a bad camo other than just the movement. But random switch here, we have the World War II. Call of Duty World War II. I honestly like the game, but the camos were not all of that. Let's just say that. I grouped them into one because none of them are really that standout. Because what do we have? There's the random stripey one that looks kind of dark matterish. There's the Tiger Platinum. I think there's bronze and maybe one more, but they're really not great. So I put them below just barely above the BO2 Bibles. Now, there is one camo called Geistcraft, or as I like to call it, Geistcraft Dinner, that is pretty good, and it beats out most of these camos just because of how unique it is and hasn't been seen before. It's a transparent type of electric gun skin that looks like the Tesla gun if you've ever played that game. So, into good. Modern Warfare 2019's Obsidian. It is simple. It is clean. There's a challenge to get it. And therefore, I think it is a good camo. Slightly below the Infinite Warfare general camos. Probably slightly above, actually. Just because of how clean it is. I would leave it there. Now, moving on to the polyatomic camo, which I believe is from Modern Warfare 2. A good camo. I'd say it's one of the best non-reactive. And for that reason, I would probably put it right above Damascus. Because all the rest are, right after Damascus, they start to get really nice. So I'm going to leave it there. Next up, we have Modern Warfare 3 with Priceless. Priceless is an interesting one since it kind of looks like it would come from a pack, but it's not. It looks like a surfing camo. Very good reactive, very good gun coverage, good play on colors, and overall it's a good camo. So for now it's going in the top of good. Interstellar, on the other hand, 100% makes it into amazing. Maybe even passing Cosmic, and definitely passing Universe because it's so much better than Universe. And probably the most accurate Universe camo there is out there. So I'm gonna have to put it above Black Sky. Now in general there are a lot of Modern Warfare 3 camos that I'm not gonna be having in this, and put in the comments your favorite Modern Warfare 3 camo because there is a lot. But another group worth mentioning, Modern Warfare 3 Prestige camos, including One Trick, Molten Obsidian, Mercury, and finally Constellation's End. But averaging them out, the Modern Warfare 3 Prestige camos are gonna be the top of good. Mark of the Survivor, done a video on it. Hope you enjoyed it. Go check it out if you haven't watched it, but it is a great camo. One of my favorites, just because of the way that you get it, and the black and red complement each other. Very nice. And I'm gonna have to put it right below Black Sky. What do we have left? We have Black Ops 6 left. Black Ops 6 matters. Black Ops 6 Dark Matter. Slightly different than BO3's, that's why I chose it, and actually reactive. So when you shoot, it does change the camo a little bit, which I'm not a big fan of because you're not going to be looking at the gun when you're shooting it. It's pretty good camo. I put it in probably the very bottom of amazing. Comparatively, it's nothing too special. If it hadn't been for BO4 and BO3 Dark Matter, as well as Black Sky and Interstellar, it would be higher, but I'm putting it bottom of amazing for that reason. Abyss is something we have never seen before. Abyss is probably one of my favorite camos of all time. It looks to be one of my favorites, actually, and I would put it, just because I haven't played with it, bottom of S. Maybe even higher. And same with Nebula, to be honest. Abyss and Nebula are two of the best camos that I've ever seen because of how creative they are and their color scheme. Some of my favorite colors go into both of those camos. I think just because Nebula exists, I'm gonna have to drop Abyss down to A amazing. And our last one from BO6, and completing this list, it is Catalyst. Very clean, very nice. I don't think it goes up into amazing, but it falls somewhere around Damascus area, between that and BO4 Black Market. So this is a long recording. I don't know how long the video ends up being, but this is my final list of ranking the best mastery and non-mastery camos that have ever been inside of the Call of Duty franchise. Let me know if I've forgotten any. Let me know your list, your rankings, your favorite camos. Catch you in the next one.